Tennessee is now one of 19 states where you have to actually verify your age before accessing adult websites. We talked about this before, but now it's actually become law here in Tennessee. This means that any website where at least 1/3 of their content could be considered harmful for minors has to allow for some sort of age verification. Now that could mean that you share, a photo of your driver's license or some other form. In some cases, people are accepting like a photo of your face. You take a quick snapshot of your face, you send that out, and somehow they can verify if you are 18 years or older. I believe that's what you said last time around.
That is what I said last time.
Okay, just making sure we're right here.
Some websites are requiring a face scan.
Yeah.
You have to grab out your phone. They take a picture of your face.
Nope. I have a problem with that. Now, the difference between Tennessee and all the other states that have implemented similar policies, Tennessee will actually charge you with a felony for providing some of this content without the age verification on there.
I don't think you can go after a company or people in a company that are not physically in your state.
I see what you're saying there. The issue of jurisdiction comes into play. But I also think that if I commit a crime that involves a victim in Tennessee, that Attorney General's office can charge me with that crime.
We're getting into the weeds here.
We're getting into the weeds. We are definitely getting into the weeds with that, but there's a lot of that.
So the third of the website being vulgar material part is interesting. In light of Twitter, X, changing the rules just this week to officially allow pornographic content.
They just did that this week?
Yes.
I've heard a lot about Twitter and some of their adult content over the years, and now you're saying that they're just now allowing for pornographic content?
The formally part is like, it's in their rules now. I think it's been a gray area for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's in their rules now that they allow some forms of pornographic content.
So this would essentially halt some of that, you would imagine.
Only if a third of their content is vulgar material.
Okay, so that's, I don't want to call it a loophole per se, but I will also point out, okay, the phrasing here is harmful to minors. And this is very vague. I think almost on purpose, because now you've given the flexibility to lawmakers to decide what is considered harmful to minors. And we've already seen where that phrasing itself has been used to justify things like book bans, banning pride events, banning drag shows. That language there troubles me a little bit. And it troubles a lot of the First Amendment advocates who are saying that this right here flies in the face of the Constitution. Some of the arguments by the lawmakers were pretty interesting. We had Senator Becky Massey. She's a Republican from Knoxville. She said that this age verification would prevent child abuse because she believes that if a child can access some of this material that is harmful to minors, it's child abuse. She also said that this shouldn't be any different than checking your ID at the bar. I do think that some sort of structure here wouldn't be bad. If we had a way to verify age without having to give up so much detailed information about ourselves. Last time I brought this up, people were like, what's that Levi up to? Like, listen, I just think that it's a slippery slope, folks. We're just saying, there's a lot of room for interpretation here.
This is no replacement for parents. I was a teenager once. You were a teenager once.
Yep.
If kids want to find it, they're going to find it. It's parents' responsibility to help ensure that doesn't happen.
I do want to point out that a lot of these websites, a lot of these companies have since left these states or have since banned access to their websites in some of these states because they figure, you know what? You don't want us, we don't want you, kind of deal. But also, it's an extra step that they don't want to take, So when this goes into effect, January 1st, 2025, I think you're going to see some of these companies walk out of Tennessee.